Selling a house as is in a San Diego real estate transaction. That's our topic today. We'll get started right after this. So you're interested in selling a property as is. The first thing you need to know is, what is the meaning of as is? Selling a property as is means to sell it in its current condition without making any repairs or improvements. Basically, the buyer is taking what they see at face value. You may be wondering when and why you would sell a property as is. Typically, we see properties being sold as is when they are fixer properties. These are not traditional sales transactions where the property is in move-in ready condition. They are properties that have a significant amount of work that needs to be done. Many of our clients who sell properties as is do so because of certain factors that affect their situation. We specialize in probates and trusts, and so when our clients are selling a property as is, it could be because they need to have a quick sale. This could mean that they're on a time crunch, they have a lot of beneficiaries that need their financial needs satisfied, and they're in the middle of probate court or in the middle of legal proceedings and need to get the home sold as quickly as possible. The lack of repairs or investments in improvements in the property shortens the timeline and provides a much quicker process, hence a quick sale. There are also financial considerations. If there are no funds to do these repairs or do improvements to a property, there isn't going to be any, so you have to sell as is. In the case of probate sales or trust sales, there may not be any additional funds as the property is the primary asset of the estate. Finally, market dynamics. Sometimes you're in a space or in an area where it just makes sense to sell a property as is. Maybe investors are really craving purchasing homes in that area, and to sell the property as is financially is more profitable for the family. They won't have to continue paying any of the fees attached to the estate, so that could be water bill, electric bill, taxes, right? The mortgage. All of those things could be quickly bypassed if you sell fast to an investor. Basically, what it comes down to is cost versus benefit. Is it beneficial to take the time, money, and energy to fix up the property and sell it to a traditional buyer at potentially a higher profit? Or is it more cost-effective to the family to sell the property quickly to an investor so that they don't have to deal with the financial costs and time of selling traditionally? It's important to keep in mind when selling a property as is that investors typically are paying less. They are not going to provide the same amount of money as a traditional buyer would. They are oftentimes buying with cash, and because they are buying with cash, they want a very short timeline because they want to flip that property and either put it back on the market or get it up for rent as soon as possible. They are also on a financial time crunch because they only have so much time and so much money to get the property from where it is to where they want it to be. We understand that when selling probate or trust properties, there are emotional ties for the family. You may feel some obligation to put a property in the condition to sell it to a traditional buyer. We oftentimes have executors and administrators who want to sell to someone who's just going to move into the home and love it the way that their family did for the last several decades. But this isn't always the right scenario, in that can be time consuming. To fix up a property and put it in the condition where a traditional buyer could purchase it may not be the best thing for the beneficiaries or the estate. It's important to consider all your options and to sit down and think about these factors, remembering that selling as is means selling the property in its current condition without making any repairs or improvements. And you need to consider these factors: whether or not you need a quick sale, whether or not you have the financial capacity to make those improvements if you would like to sell in a traditional sale, and the market dynamics in your area. As your real estate advisors, we can help guide you through your exact circumstances and help you make decisions regarding your situation to sell as is or to do repairs and sell to a traditional buyer. Feel comfortable reaching out to us with any questions. Please leave a comment in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get all of our current content coming up. Have a great day.